There's something so powerful, so formative about a father. It's not just about what he does, but really what he represents. The role of a father, it shapes who we are. It builds how we see the world, and it influences every relationship a child will have for the rest of their life. So let's dive in and explore what that power truly means.
This right here, this gets to the absolute heart of it. Think about it. Way before a child even has the words for love or safety, they feel it. They feel it in a father's presence, and that feeling, or the lack of it, becomes this unspoken language they carry with them, shaping what they expect from everyone else down the line.
Okay, so a lot of men feel this immense pressure, right? This idea that you have to be perfectly prepared, completely ready before you can be a father. But the truth is, nobody starts out ready. The whole journey, it just starts with a choice.
And let's be real about where a lot of men are coming from. Some guys had no father figure at all to look up to. Others saw examples of men who knew how to work hard and provide, but they just never learned how to be present, how to connect emotionally. It's so important to see these not as failures, but just as the starting line for a brand new journey.
And this leads to such a powerful idea. Your past doesn't have to define your future. The most important thing isn't what you experienced growing up. It's the decision you make today. The choice to just show up, to learn as you go, and to consciously build something new for your family. That one decision, man, it can change everything. And how empowering is that? It's not about trying to erase your past. It's about redeeming it. You can actually become the father, the reference point that you never had. You get to create a whole new legacy, and it all starts with your decision to be different.
So, to really see what this kind of presence looks like in action, there's this timeless story, you've probably heard it, about a son who leaves home. Now, we always focus on the son's wild journey, but if you look closer, the story gives us an even more profound look into the heart of his father.
Let's break this down, because it's basically a masterclass in what mature love looks like. First, he gives his son space. Now, this isn't him not caring. It's a sign of trust. He doesn't try to control him. Second, he stays connected. Even while his son is gone, in his heart, he's still a father, waiting. And finally, when the son comes back, there's no "I told you so." There's only acceptance and embrace that gives his son his dignity back. And this just hits the nail on the head. The father in the story wasn't perfect. I mean, he clearly had some issues with his older son too. But his presence, that was perfect. He showed up when it mattered the most. And that made all the difference. So this model of fatherhood brings us to a really critical distinction we have to make: the difference between leadership and control. There is a fine but incredibly important line between guiding your children and trying to dominate them. True authority, the kind that leads, it builds trust. It makes a father a safe person to turn to, and it brings his kids closer. But authoritarianism, that's totally different. It runs on fear. It pushes family away and becomes this constant source of anxiety. The goal isn't just to be respected, it's to be a safe harbor. And at the end of the day, this is really what it all boils down to. You can say "I love you" all day long, but it's your consistent, reliable presence, your actions, that truly scream that love and build that lasting trust. Now there's an even deeper layer to this, one that goes beyond just the physical and emotional stuff. It's about the values a father lives out. He leads his home not just by the things he says, but by the example of who he is. Kids are always watching. They learn from what they see, not just what they're told. So when a father prays, he's teaching his kids it's okay to depend on something bigger than yourself. When he actually admits he's wrong and asks for forgiveness, he teaches them that humility is a strength, not a weakness. His integrity teaches truth way more powerfully than any lecture ever could. His life, it becomes the lesson. And that just completely reframes the whole thing, doesn't it? Being a father isn't just some function you perform or a box you check in the family tree. It is a profound, life-shaping mission, and it has an impact that lasts for generations. All right, so this brings us to the most important part of this whole conversation. It's time to turn these ideas inward and really think about the legacy you are building, one day at a time. This is a tough question, but you've got to ask it. When you walk through that door, does the feeling in the room get tense with anxiety, or does it settle into a sense of safety and calm? Your presence has a real, tangible effect. And here's another one to really chew on. Is your main focus on managing their behavior and making sure they follow the rules? Or is it on nurturing the person your child is becoming? Because the goal isn't just a well-behaved kid, it's a well-developed adult.
In the end, this is the heart of it all. Fatherhood isn't about having all the answers or never making a mistake. It's about deciding every single day to be present. It's the chance to build a legacy, not of money or status, but of character, of security, and of love that will ripple out for generations long after you're gone.